Coverage of the 2025 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival on the NCWLIFE channel is brought to you in part by Merry Maids. Leaving your house cleaning chores to the caring team members at Merry Maids of Wenatchee is the easy way to have a completely clean home just the way you want it. For a free in-home estimate, call today, 509-293-4243. Thanks for joining us here on the NCWLIFE channel. It's time to meet our top 10 candidates for the Apple Blossom Festival. Royalty Selection Pageant coming up right here on this TV station on Saturday, February the 8th. Now we get to meet Ava Smeller, who's the daughter of Matt and Sarah. Hi, Ava.
Hi.
How are you?
I am great. I'm very happy to be here.
Good. You seem a little excited today.
I'm super excited. This is like the event I've been looking most forward to.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to have fun with this. First of all, just tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, hi, my name is Ava Smeller. I attend Wenatchee High School as a senior, and I'm also a full-time Running Start student enrolled at Wenatchee Valley College. I am planning to attend Boise State University to major in nursing.
So, a while back, you got into 4-H.
Yes.
With rabbits and...
I started out with rabbits,
Okay.
but then as I got a little bit more advanced, I then also did goats as well, and chickens.
So how did you start that? Did you guys have animals at your place, or did you have somebody, a friend that did it, and you're like, I'd like to do that?
Well, when I originally lived in Puyallup, Washington, and we were like your typical one-dog family. And in order to let, my sister and I did not want to move to Wenatchee. We were planning to move. And the deal was that if we moved to Wenatchee, that we could get a small pet of our choice. And that pet happened to be a rabbit. So the first animals my sister and I ever got were 2 rabbits named Daisy and Pepper. And then from there, we realized that our dad really wanted us to do 4-H because it's a great way to learn about your animal, get better at public speaking. And also, my dad told us that if we did 4-H, then he would get us 2 more rabbits because you need a show rabbit to show at the fair because they get better points and confirmation. So then we got 4 rabbits. That was easy. We did 4-H with 4 rabbits because we just wanted more.
You say you're a big fan of Disney.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Okay, so if you had to pick one Disney movie, you couldn't watch any more, the rest of them went away, you got to keep one, which one and why?
Okay, my favorite Disney movie of all time is Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty for me just embodies the spirit, the magic of Disney. The music is beautiful. The score is done by George Bruns or something. The fact that I know that just proves that how much I love it, and it came out in the 1960s. I just love it because it's like the spirit and symbol of Disney. The Sleeping Beauty's castle's in Disneyland, and I watch that movie once a week at least. I fall asleep to it at night because it's comforting to me.
You know, you said you didn't want to move to Wenatchee, the apple capital of the world, but
Yes.
Apple makes a pretty important part in that particular movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of interesting that way, that's your favorite
No,
movie.
that was actually Snow White.
Oh, Snow White, okay.
Snow White's the apple.
See, okay, now I don't know my Disney.
Yeah, that means that we need to do some Disney watching.
So why did you decide to do this whole Apple Blossom royalty thing?
Well, right when I moved here to Wenatchee, I decided to go for junior royalty, which is the younger royalty. They write in 2 essays to get into the top 3. And I actually was a junior royalty princess in 2018. And so I got to be a big part of the festival back then, just in a smaller scale. As a junior royalty princess, I got to see what the older royalty did and just how much of an impact they had on the people around them. They were such bright, happy people, and they just brought so much joy to people's lives, and I just decided I want to do that too. And also, it's such a special and unique opportunity. Why not do it? I mean, you get to meet so many people, you get to be involved, and you get to make a difference and serve your community.
In this process, what do you fear the most?
I think I fear the most of that I didn't do the best that I could. I'm that kind of person that wants to feel like I did my very best at every event. I want to go to every event feeling satisfied and proud of myself. And this event, I just don't want to hold back. I want to feel like I did the absolute best performance and just the best version of myself going into all the activities in this event.
If I went to your best friend, I said, okay, tell me about Ava. Tell me about the real Ava. What would they say?
They would probably say that the real Ava is very passionate about what she loves to do, but she's also very passionate about making other people feel important, and that she's empathetic and loving and funny. like sometimes a little bit too funny. But I feel like my friends would say that I'm somebody who is very in touch with other people's feelings.
Okay. Do you want to say who your best friend is, or do you not want to break that pecking order of all your friends?
You know, I have a lot of friends, and I want to give a shout out to my friends Sarah, Kenzie, and Izzy.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So speaking of, you might laugh too much, what makes you laugh every time, no matter what?
My dance team, the Applettes at Wenatchee High School. They're truly the funniest bunch I've ever met in my entire life, especially this year's team. They're just so goofy. They have the most funny quirks about them all, and I probably annoy my coach because I just can't stop laughing when I'm around them. But they really make me happy.
For you, what is the hardest part about this whole top 10 process?
The hardest part has probably been time management. I'm a full-time Running Start student with a lot of classes under my belt. I also am the captain of my dance team, so being able to uphold those responsibilities. This process in itself, because it's so busy, and then also some of my other extracurriculars, it's not even been not having enough time for everything. It's been giving my best self to all of those activities, because I like to be my best version of myself for everything. I want my dance team to feel like I'm giving my full attention to them, and this process in itself being my best, and the same with school, because I really care about my schooling and education and want to get the best grades I can get.
Sure. And it's being present in the moment, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Remembering to enjoy them too, because that's why I do all those activities.
So I think I read in your bio that your future aspirations is to have something to do with the human body. What are you doing?
I want to be a labor and delivery nurse.
Okay.
So assistant childbirth.
Okay. There's a lot of education that goes in with that, and I know
yes.
you're already starting that pathway. So what do you find most fascinating about the human body?
That a baby can be grown inside another human and then delivered without it being like a complete train wreck. That is what I think is so fascinating. And I've actually been able to watch birth 3 times now, and it's just so surreal. Like, it seems like it's such an out of body experience, and I just don't understand how that can even be possible. And it's been very, very rewarding to be able to watch that and watching people meet their children for the first time.
Do you come home every time and go, Mom, thanks? I don't know how you did it.
Because I was 9 pounds and 12 ounces. So I was bigger than all the babies I've watched be delivered. So I feel very bad for my mom, and I'm really glad that she's as nice to me as she is.
So what's the one question I didn't ask that you hoped I would?
I don't know. Let me think. I wish that you would ask me about my dance team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So tell me about the Applettes. You're president, right?
I'm captain.
Or captain,
Senior
okay.
captain, yes.
Okay, so tell me about Applettes. You mentioned that they're funny, and
Yes.
they keep you laughing. What
Yes.
else?
So the Wenatchee High School Applettes are the dance team at the high school. We have a varsity and JV team, and we are the only team at Wenatchee High School, well, one of the only teams that's a full year-round sport. So our dancers start in May and end in May. Like, we have 2-week breaks, like twice a year, spring break and Christmas break, and we do a lot of competing. We put together routines, and it's just been such a joy of mine to be able to work with such amazing young potential-filled athletes, and they're my whole heart.
Sorry to interrupt. Most people only see the Applettes like at halftime during the football game and things like that. And I've done a couple of features on the Applettes where I came to practice and filmed and things like that. They have no clue how much work goes into that 6-minute routine.
Yeah, it's so true, because our dancers are also not dance trained. This really special thing about our team is it gives every single person that could ever want to dance the opportunity to. All we require when you try out is a good attitude and a smile on your face. So being able to watch these girls just come from the ground of not having any training to loving to be a dancer and having kicks to the ceiling and turns, it's so rewarding. It's absolutely beautiful for me to watch, and I don't think people understand how hard that is. So, I mean, I really wish that they would give us a bus so our high school could go watch us compete. They do that for volleyball, like the Route Tour bus. I don't remember what it's called. Rooters bus. Yeah, I wish that they would give us one of those, because I feel like our school needs to see, I want them to see us in action at a competition. We always perform better at competitions than we do at football, too.
So could you teach me how to dance?
You know, I actually think that I could.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a challenge.
Yeah, I
got
really
two left
think
feet.
I could. That's okay.
Okay, as long as I got a good attitude, I'm in.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
It's truly the facts of dance.
Ava Smeller, best of luck in this process.
Thank you so much.
And
I
thanks for
appreciate
taking
it.
the time today.
Of course, I had so much fun.
All right, there you go. Apple Blossom Top 10 will continue to meet the rest of the 8 to come as we get ready for the Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank. We'll do that on the broadcast right here on the NCWLIFE channel starting at 6:30 on Saturday, February the 8th. With our countdown to coronation, Julie Agins-Kuntz, Queen from 1974, will join me as we count down to coronation. And then, of course, the pageant begins at 7 o'clock right here on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel. Coverage of the 2025 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival is brought to you in part by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air. Call Alpine Air.